you are Carioca. I really think it's a pleasure, not only a pleasure, but an honor for our city to have this opportunity.
Named after Saint Florian, the patron saint of fire and metals, the young Florian showed great interest in science and technology, and naturally became a metal scientist and engineer. Right after he got his research master's degree at the University of Montreal, he founded his high-tech enterprise in the same city. His professional life took him to Japan, in scientific projects for Mitsubishi and Sumitomo. And while he was working on these projects, he successfully got his PhD on Applied Material Sciences at the Tohoku University. And now, he's become a brand new Carioca. That's how citizens of Rio de Janeiro are called. The scientist and entrepreneur was granted the honorary title by the City Council of the Marvelous City. It was the first time ever the house held a ceremony in English. He was awarded after organizing in 2018 an edition of SIPS, the Sustainable Industrial Processing Summit and Exhibition. Dr. Florian brought through SIPS some of the greatest minds on the planet to discuss solutions for a sustainable world, including for the first time ever 7 Nobel laureates. The event is organized by FLOGEN Stars Outreach, a non-for-profit organization founded by him to stimulate and recognize the works of scientists and engineers and establish a bridge between them and companies and governments. For the past 15 years, SIPS has brought together dozens of Nobel Prize winners to discuss sustainable solutions for humanity. Dr. Kongoli believes their participation is fundamental, not only to show their rich scientific expertise, but also their life experiences. He admires their persistence and resilience to stand by their discoveries, even with all the criticism at the start. He often declares that they are at the avant-garde of society. The secret for his success is surely related to the fact that his networking is uniquely broad. He's often seen and heard by some of the most important government authorities in the world. The long list includes prime ministers, presidents, ministers and secretaries of state, federal, state or province and local legislators, and diplomats from over 80 countries. He respects politicians that act according to principles and deal with any unexpected situation with ethics and professionalism. He avoids any political debate, but believes that governments have a fundamental role in the sustainable development of countries and populations. He says they are as important as science and technology and education. In fact, in 2016, he developed a new sustainability framework given as a 3-legged table with each leg representing a pillar: science and technology, governance and management, and education and civil society. If any of these pillars falls down, the entire table falls. One fact is undeniable. For the past years, he has been listened by more and more political leaders on issues regarding environment, sustainability, industry, and more recently the COVID-19 pandemic and its effects on society. His story as an entrepreneur is also highly successful. He started his own high-tech startup, FLOGEN Technologies, in the 1990s, long before people even spoke of startups. And from the beginning, he has spent most of his time coordinating and conducting himself applied research. He is convinced a big part of his success is due to being so passionate about it and never giving up his daily routine on the lab. For 25 years, his company has been dedicated to both making the existing industrial technologies more sustainable and to developing new ones to improve industrial processing that lead to lower waste and more efficient results towards environmental impact, production cost, and profitability. And his achievements were recognized in 2017 by the CEO Monthly magazine, which awarded him the title of Environmental Tech CEO of the Year. Because his company has commissioned the technologies to major companies around the world, he ended up becoming friends with some of the most influential CEOs and executives in the 5 continents. Some of these close friends are often seen in all the events organized by him, just attending or even presenting lectures about business and sustainability. This surely helped them become more and more popular. He has declared that he admires the unique entrepreneurship spirit. After all, entrepreneurs must deal with countless challenges and have to find solutions using the right balance between conflicting factors. He often says that without entrepreneurs, the development of the world would have stalled. Many CEOs and executives have been awarded and honored in SIPs because they make their companies examples of sustainability. Regardless of the acquired prestige, both political and in business, Florian is proud to be a field engineer, or as he likes to say, with feet on the ground. He regularly visits dozens of different plants every year in order to see firsthand and on-site the process of applying the technology developed at his Applied Research Institute to industrial companies around the world. He greatly enjoys being close to and with engineers, technicians and operators, wearing safety helmets and PPEs. He likes to have his hand on the working reactors with these professionals and also to keep close contact with them. He thinks that has helped him become a better professional himself, looking for new solutions demanded in real-life situations and not only in theory. He frequently calls engineers as locomotives of society. Dr. Kongoli has earned the admiration of the academia due to his intense research results. For the past 2 decades, he has authored, co-authored, edited and published 92 books and over 200 scientific articles. All his books and articles are based on his rich experience and have dealt with both fundamental theoretical science as well as with applied science and industrial technologies. He loves the link between them and has always strived to wisely find the industrial application of any theoretical scientific discovery. His most famous book, Automation, published in 2012, has had 70,000 copies distributed so far. Professor Donna J. Nelson, the 2016 president of the American Chemical Society, says that this undoubtedly makes him a superstar in science. He's a big fan of academic research. He repeatedly says it represents the seed of any current or future long-term technology development, and he has already established many fruitful cases of cooperation between universities and his high-tech company. He especially likes principled academics, mainly those of exact sciences, which he frequently qualifies as the first in passion for science and the last in profit thinking. That was fundamental for him to be chosen as member and hold leadership positions in more than 20 international science and technology organizations. He is an elected member of the Mediterranean Academy of Science and Arts and a member of the Industrial Award Committee of the International Federation of Automatic Control. Since the first edition of SIPS, he has brought together thousands of the most important academics in the world. They have presented their works and have been honored and awarded because of the enormous contributions to mankind. Lately, he's hosted a program called The Artists of Science, where he shows their professional and personal lives, and most important, their success stories. Do you know that stereotype of detailed scientific presentations that can be called anything but attractive, interesting, or even entertaining? Well, it certainly doesn't apply to any of the uncountable ones presented by Dr. Florian Kongoli. In addition to everything that has been seen about him so far, he is recognized for his dynamic lectures. On stage, he creates a special bond and chemistry with the audience, regardless of the technical knowledge one might or not have. He usually blends science, technology, business, and sustainability in energetic and spirited presentations that will keep the audience's attention to the last minute. He easily links science and technology to sustainability and to society and humanity. And because he's able to make science and technology fun to watch, he has been invited over the years to present numerous plenaries, keynotes, lectures, and speeches in many scientific, industrial, and academic events. If there is a secret for being able to engage to and be understood by all audiences, it surely is the fact that he's able to translate the most complex nature of science and technology into simple and clear presentations that anyone can understand. Although it is not so common to see scientists nor engineers on the primetime news, he is often required to speak about delicate and controversial themes, such as sustainability in the industry, helping to fight myths that keep the society from fully evolving. Becoming citizen of Rio de Janeiro is not just another one of so many prizes he has received in life. It is mainly the public recognition of his brilliant career. Dr. Florian Kongoli has definitely brought science and technology closer, not only to the marvelous city, but to the entire world.
The newest Carioca in town. Agora sou Carioca.